The opening scene of the film, Sean, a professor at a university who is 30 years old, is the film's main character, whose life has been devoted to science. He tells that he does not believe in reincarnation or life after death as he runs over the frozen roads. Unfortunately, he had a heart collapse and suddenly passes away as he enters a tunnel. A child is born simultaneously somewhere else in the city. Following a 10-year time jump, Anna, Sean's wife, is shown grieving at his grave. She still isn't over his passing even after all these time. Joseph, her new boyfriend, keeps a jealous eye on her from his automobile. The pair organizes a big house party that night to declare their engagement. The event is attended by hundreds of people, including Clifford and Clara, Sean's brother. The two still talk to Anna regularly and adore her dearly. Clara, however, abruptly excuses herself with their gift and claims she forgot to tie a ribbon around it as they are ready to enter the lift. She then makes her way downstairs and sits tensely, as if she were concealing something. She had no idea that a small boy is watching her from a nearby location. After giving it some thought, Clara quickly leaves after burying the gift outside. The boy from earlier has, surprisingly, followed her and has seen everything. The party has already ended when the scene shifts to Anna's home. Her family members are currently talking about the forthcoming wedding. Just then, the earlier mentioned boy bursts inside and claims to want to talk with Anna. Everyone is startled by this as expected, and they ask if he's lost. "I'm Sean, and I want to speak with Anna privately," the boy merely states. Anna leads him into the kitchen while she asks him what he needs. Sean declares with assurance, "I want you." He goes on to say that he is her late husband's reincarnation, who passed away 10 years prior. As anticipated, Anna just chuckles at his assertions and shows him outside. But Sean continues to act strangely even in the lift. "Don't marry Joseph, you are making a major mistake," he tells her with a very serious expression. Anna is really offended by this, so she sends the guard to watch over him before going upstairs. She tells Joseph about their chat that they had that night during coitus, but he ignores her and presses on. Sean contacts Anna once more the following day at work, but this time it's in the form of a letter. He has once more advised her not to wed Joseph in it. When Anna shows her family the letter, they simply laugh it off and dismiss it as ludicrous rather than being alarmed. Joseph is the only one who seems to be upset. He phones the building's security that evening in an effort to learn more regarding the boy. But to his amazement, Sean picks up the phone and replies that Anna is in the lobby waiting for him. Joseph is startled and runs downstairs to meet the boy. Following some conversation, he discovers that Sean's parents live in the same building, so he goes there. When Anna arrives on the scene, the grown-ups coerce Sean into making amends. He adamantly replies, no, and adds that since Anna is his wife, he will continue to pursue her. After hearing this, Anna snaps at him and tells him not to disturb her ever again. The youngster abruptly falls to the ground as the pair walks away. The sight traumatizes Anna, who lost her spouse to a heart arrest. Sean's mother comes up to him that evening as he is getting ready for bed to comfort him. She is angrily dismissed by him, who claims, "I am not your stupid son anymore." The following morning, while Anna and her mother are eating breakfast together, the latter says that Sean had left a voicemail. Anna was told to come to the tunnel by him. When our puzzled protagonist hears this, she becomes even more perplexed because that is precisely where her spouse passed away. She hurries to the tunnel despite her mother's cautions. She furiously demands to know why Sean is fooling with her as soon as he arrives. The boy replies by claiming to be her husband once more. He even consents to an interview with Bob, who was the actual Sean's close friend, is her brother-in-law. Simply staring at him, Anna expresses shock and disbelief. The next scene shows Bob visiting little Sean at his home and interviewing him. The real Sean never held reincarnation to be true, he says as he starts the recorder. He then asks the opening query, "Where did you live?" The little child confidently claims that although he lived in Anna's present flat, he wasn't there often because of employment. Sean responds to Bob's inquiry about his place of employment by explaining that as a lecturer, he had to travel to various colleges and conferences. He even gave a lecture once at Bob's hospital. The youngster goes on to share far more intimate facts about the real Sean's life, such as how he and Anna repeatedly did it on Bob's green couch. Later, Bob surprises Anna and her family by playing the recording in front of them. However, Anna has a peculiar grin on her face for some reason, perhaps because she has begun to accept the boy's assertions. Joseph, on the other hand, is now quite worried about the circumstance. He has begun to worry that Anna would escape from his grasp. The door is then opened by the housekeeper as the bell sounds, allowing Sean and his mother to enter. This immediately tenses up the atmosphere. Soon after, in a one-on-one chat with Anna, Sean's mother sobbingly admits that her son no longer acts like her son. He actually always reacts angrily and rudely to anybody who approach him. Anna expresses sympathy for the unfortunate woman and offers to assist. She asks if Sean can spend the night at her house so she can help him concentrate on his homework. He can count on Anna to pick him up from school and bring him home the following day. After some time, Sean can be seen exploring the house and identifying every room and piece of furniture. Even down to where his favorite chair is kept, he knows exactly where it is. Everyone in the family just stares at him in amazement and disbelief. Sean is eating dessert at night when Joseph approaches him for a quiet conversation. Sean responds that it all feels like déjà vu in his head when the youngster is questioned about how he remembers the location where he died. Where did Sean and Anna first meet is the next question Joseph poses. The lad replies that they met at the beach and fell in love right away. Joseph denies his desire to see Anna and issues a cautionary statement to keep away from her. In the following scene, an anxious Anna visits Clifford, Sean's brother, and confides in him about everything. There is also Clara, and the pair pays close attention as Anna explains that Sean has been reincarnated as a boy. Clifford initially thinks it's a prank, as would be expected, but as Anna starts crying, he realizes something is wrong. Anna admits that she has been unable to forget Sean even after 10 years, and now she's met a chance boy who looks a lot like her late spouse. Anna begs Clifford to persuade the boy to leave since she doesn't want to fall in love with him once more. After that, Anna drives Sean to get ice cream after picking him up from school. She asks him how he intends to support her there, and he says that he will work. Then, Anna humorously inquires as to how he will meet her bodily needs. She also asks him whether he's ever had sex with a female. The 10-year-old child says, "You will be my first," with a serious expression. After hearing his comments, Anna begins to think that he really is her late husband's reincarnation. She abandons her car and rides with him in a carriage in order to get to know him better. Joseph is really frightened and Anna doesn't show up for their dinner date. She then phones Sean's mother to ask for permission to let Sean stay for an additional night, further complicating matters. Despite the fact that the woman misses her son and is visibly sad about everything, she concurs. Later that night, while Anna is enjoying some alone time in the bathtub, Sean oddly takes off his clothes and joins her. She is shocked and inquires as to what he is doing. The boy responds that he is staring at his wife. Anna simply stares at Sean since she is at a loss for words. Unfortunately, Joseph discovers their relationship and storms out of the building furiously. A modest musical ceremony is done that evening in preparation for the wedding, but Anna and Joseph are unable to make eye contact. To everyone's chagrin, Sean starts tapping his leg on the chair out of boredom. When the boy ignores his request for him to halt, Joseph turns around and loses it. Sean is violently spanked by him as he is being dragged across the room. Even though Bob and the others are able to contain him, the harm has already been done. Sean flees the home in terror, and Anna follows after him. Bob continues to check on the two, and when he descends, he startlingly witnesses Sean kissing Anna. He turns away in disgust without saying anything. Joseph, on the other hand, furiously packs his things and departs. The difficulty is all Anna's mother's fault, and she swears to make things right as quickly as possible. After some time, Clifford finally makes it home, only to discover things in utter disarray. Anna is seen sobbing in the background. Suddenly, Sean bursts into the room and gives Clifford a bear embrace. The latter determines that the youngster is not Sean after closely examining his face. He claims that this sibling is an imposter because he is a close friend of his. Anna, though, is adamant that the boy is her husband, reincarnated. While everything is happening, Sean leaves towards the lobby where he is abruptly confronted by Clara. She asks him where the toilet is while grinning and displaying her soiled hands. Sean guides her there while trembling and even dries her hands. Clara then writes her phone number on his hands and informs him that her address has changed. Sean murmurs, "Please don't tell Anna," as he is horrified for some reason by this. Anna and her family argue later that evening. If Anna doesn't let go of the boy, her mother and sister threaten to contact the police, but Anna is prepared to take the chance. She storms off after yelling at them to leave her alone. After that, a flashback to the evening of the engagement ceremony is shown to us. Sean followed Laura like a stalker and retrieved the gift out of the hole where she had buried it. He discovered numerous unread letters inside, all of which were addressed to the real Sean. It was none other than Anna who dispatched them. Sean, a 10-year-old boy, pays Clara a visit in the present. The latter mother calls him out on it right away for being a fraud. She claims that she immediately realized he wasn't the genuine Sean because, if he had been, he would have approached her first. This is as a result of the genuine Sean's relationship with Clara. He genuinely loathed Anna and wasn't content with her. While he was away, Anna continued to write him letters even though she didn't know this. Sean handed Clara all those letters as a token of his affection, but he never opened a single one. To make her feel more special was his goal. He and Clara shared a profound love, but Clara was unable to persuade him to file for divorce. She intended to surprise Anna with the letters the night of the engagement, but she was unable to carry out her plan. Little Sean eventually located the letters and read them all. And this may be the reason he is so knowledgeable about the actual Sean and his wife. One other hypothesis is that he's truly fallen head over heels for Anna to the extent that he thinks he's the genuine Sean. He becomes terrified and flees the scene as Clara pushes him to confess. The altercation has a catastrophic psychological impact on the little kid, who quits visiting Anna as a result. He spends the most of his time climbing trees and exploring the countryside. Even thinking about doing the unfathomable, he stops himself at the last second. Because of his disappearance, Anna starts to feel restless and depressed. But after much deliberation, Sean ultimately pays her a visit one night while filthy and muddy. A very happy Anna approaches him and begins outlining her idea as he is taking a bath. She wants them to flee and make a fresh start in another city. As soon as he becomes 21, according to Anna, they can get married. She is shocked when the youngster declines, adding, "I'm not Sean." This confuses Anna since she doesn't comprehend the context as one might assume. Sean responds, "I can't explain it any better, though." He has finally accepted that he is not Sean because the real Sean has never had a romantic relationship with Anna. Anna gets up and walks away feeling disappointed that she was used as a pawn the entire time. The next day, she goes to Joseph's workplace and asks him to pardon her. According to Anna, she lost control because her husband's entrance left her completely blind. She is delighted when Joseph quickly pardons her. The picture then jumps to a few months later when the couple finally gets hitched. Joseph, though, realizes that Anna is still preoccupied with her ideas. Sean has started attending school on a regular basis elsewhere. He expresses regret for the mess he made but expresses the hope that he and Anna will reunite in the afterlife. Anna experiences a panic episode in the final scene and runs to the beach where she first met Sean. Fortunately, Joseph intervenes and gives her a firm hug before she takes any extreme action. After calming her down, he leaves after removing her. Have been let out as the movie comes to a conclusion.